This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of MSPN Digital Television and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of MSPN Digital Television.
To the broadcast booth for the pregame show on MSPN Digital Television.
All right, we're live here at Young Field in West Fargo, getting ready for a non-conference single 9-inning game here between the West Fargo Aces and the visiting Fargo Post 400 Comets. And we'll have more starting lineups and all that good stuff right after
sportsmanship.
this.
It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
All right, welcome back. Young Field here in West Fargo. It's mostly sunny and 85 degrees right now. And, that's our forecasted high as well, 85. We should maybe dip down to probably 82, 83 by the time this game is over with. Yeah, okay, there we go. So let's take a look at the starting lineup. So we'll start with the visiting Fargo Post 400 Comets. And they'll bat like this. Right fielder batting first, number 13, Seth Egan. The catcher batting second, number 10, Max Ammerman. Batting third is the third baseman, number 7, Grant Schluchter. The middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6 is your starting pitcher, number 20, Owen Smith. The center fielder, number 9, Calvin Jungling. And the first baseman, number 21, Gavin Keller. The 7, 8, and 9 batters in the Comets lineup go like this. Shortstop, number 11, Tyler Frederick. Second baseman, number 3, Jack Bjornsson. And the left fielder, number 6, Cameron Bevel. Tucker Cozen, Grant Goddard, and Josh Tandeschi are potential subs in this game here for the Fargo Post 400 Comets. And for the West Fargo Aces, they will bat like this. Top of the order, 1, 2, 3 is left fielder, number 4, Graydon Peterson. Catcher, number 2, Jack Bain. First baseman, number 23, Ethan By. The middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6 go like this. The third baseman, number 11, Oliver Lashovsky. Right fielder, number 24, Cameron Stahl. And the starting pitcher, number 12, Jake Dangerud. The bottom of the order at 7, 8, and 9. Second baseman, number 1, Matthew Dick. The shortstop, number 6, Callan Klinsky. And the center fielder, number 9, Ashton Wigestrand. Reserves for the Aces in this game include number 7, Mason Wickham, number 10, Hudson Henrich, and number 14. Is that 14 or 19? I'll double check. Trayton Bartels is the your 3 reserves there for West Fargo. So once again, your starting pitchers for Fargo Post 400 will be Owen Smith, and for the West Fargo Aces, Jake Dangerud. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with more here as the umpires are meeting with the coaches at home plate here, and we'll be back with more in just a moment on your pregame show here on MSPN Digital.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
When one of us comes up short,
we all come up short.
There's no vape in team.
Think there are only school supplies in your child's backpack? Think again. 5 e-cigarettes were hiding in plain sight. Parents, do your homework.
Learn more about vaping at health.mn.gov/e-cigarettes.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind: to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277-1710 or visit them at the offices in West Fargo and Wimbledon. Learn more today at tciteam.com.
All right, welcome back. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer here for the on-field starting lineups.
Fargo Post 400 Comets. First, the reserves for the Comets. Number 15, Tucker Colson. Number 14, Grant Goddard. Number 34, Josh Tandesky. Leading off, number 13, Sith Egan, playing right field. And number 10, Max Emmerman behind the dish. Number 7, Grant Schlachter, playing third base. Number 20, Owen Smith. And Owen Smith is pitching. Number 9, Kelvin Jungling. Number 21, Gavin Keller. Number 11, Tyler Frederick. Number 3, Jack Berenson. Number 6, Cameron Bevel. Post 400 is coached by Caden Schwabe and Hunter Rosenbaum. And Dawson Holly. Now your home team on the scoreboard. Reserves, number 7, Mason Wickham. Number 10, Hudson Henrich. And number 14, Trayton Bartles. Leading off for the aces. Number 4, Graydon Peterson. Number 2, Jack Bain. Number 23, Ethan Bai. At third base, number 11, Oliver Lashovsky. In right field, number 24, Cameron Stahl. Pitching tonight for the Aces, number 12, Jake Dangerud. Playing second base, number 1, Matthew Dick. Playing shortstop, number 6, Callan Klinsky. Number 9, playing center field, Ashton Wiggestrand. And the coach. Coaches are Mr. Joe Kalish, Mr. Gene Gunderson.
All right, they're going to do the national anthem. We'll take a break and be back with the first pitch here in a moment. Stand by.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
Mandy's of Fargo, ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo, ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
It's payback time. Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you?
It's not fun being the target of rude behavior. Sports has many traditions, but bad sportsmanship isn't one of them. This message brought to you by MSPN Digital Television.
All right, welcome back. It's a single non-conference 9-inning game here between the West Fargo Aces and the visiting Fargo Post 400 Comets. And the Comets are up to bat first. Warming up on the mound there for the West Fargo Aces is Jake Dangerud, wearing number 12. And the first 3 batters that he'll face will be led off by Seth Egan, Max Ammerman, and Grant Schluchter, the right fielder, catcher, and third baseman, respectively. Around the bases here for West Fargo, you got Jack Bain catching, Ethan Bai at first. At second is Matthew Dick. The shortstop is Callan Klinsky, and the third baseman is Oliver Lashovsky. In the outfield, it's Graydon Peterson in left, Ashton Wiggestrand in center, and in right field, Cameron Stahl. And that's how West Fargo will set up defensively here in this single 9-inning non-conference game here. As Seth Egan steps up to the plate. To get us underway here, and a big thank you to our sponsors, including Marvin Windows and DMN Industries, Sweet Shots, TCI Insurance, Mandy's of Fargo ND, FM Convention Bureau, Dulo's Woodfire Grill, Frank's Lounge, Vic's Lounge, and Buffalo Wild Wings. And the first pitch is popped up foul and out of play for a strike. 0-1. And there's strike 2. A little bit windy out there. You can see out in center field the American flag blowing from right field to left field, or first base to second base, however you want to look at it. And now it's coming in towards the field, so. One, two, and that one is fouled away. We'll stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes here for Seth Egan. Once again, Max Ammerman is on deck here for the Comets. Dangerud will deliver the 1-2. Outside, we're even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this single 9-inning non-conference game. It's windy 9-inning non-conference game. Dangerud will set and wind, and 2-2 on the way. That's fouled away, and we'll just stay right where we're at 2-2. Another 2-2 on the way, and this one popped up and running in right field and making the grab in right field is the right fielder Cameron Stahl. And that'll bring up Max Ammerman.
Next for the Comets, we have number 10, Max Ammerman.
So 1 gone here in the top of the first. Still no score on your Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. That pitch will miss outside for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Max Ammerman. Dangerud with the 1-0 delivery. And that one caught the top edge of the strike zone. It's 1-1. One delivery from Dangerud. And this one goes right up the middle. Ground ball towards second. Picked up and then fumbled. And that'll be an error. And the runner's on here for Fargo Post 400. Brings up Grant Schluchter.
We go next to your Comets, number 7, Grant Schluchter.
What could have potentially been a routine 4-3 ground out, but Matthew Dick fumbles on the pickup of the ball there and gives the Comets a free base runner as a result. And this one going up high left field. Shouldn't be a problem there for Peterson. And actually, it'll be is that the third baseman who caught it? I believe it is. And if it is Lashowski who made the catch. Yep, it is Lashowski. So two gone now here as the wind continues to overpower my microphone here. Owen Smith, the pitcher, will be your next batter here for Fargo Post 400. So pitcher versus pitcher battle here between Smith and Dangerud. And Dangerud will fire over to first and keep things in check here for Ammerman. And the pitch is going to be a little bit low, and Boehm was quick enough to make sure Ammerman didn't go to second, because Ammerman thought about it for a moment. It'll be ball 1. As Dangerud will lean in, get the signal here from Boehm, and wind and deliver the 1-0. Got it in there for a strike. Nice pitch there from Dangaroon over the outside edge of the plate. 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And he'll miss it this time, and we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the batter's box is Kelvin Jungling for the Comets. He would potentially be the next batter here if Smith can reach base. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And outside, and a full count now here at 3-2. As Bain keeps a close eye on Ammerman at first. Payoff pitch. And that'll miss. And 2 runners on with the walk to Smith. And like I said, that'll bring up Calvin Jungling now.
Next up for your Comets, number 9, Calvin Jungling.
So runners, Ammerman on second, Smith on first with the walk. Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner at second. And that courtesy runner is going to be Tucker Cozen. So Cozen will run for Ammerman. Once again, Jungling in the batter's box right now here with 2 away and 2 runners on. Can the Comets strike here in the early part of this game? Swinging and a miss. He was looking to strike, but took a strike as a result.
Also running at first base, number 34, Josh Tandesky. Or 14, excuse me, Grant Goddard.
And that's over the shortstop's head into left center field. And the Comets will score 1, and sliding into third, safely up to second, they got him. So 1 run will score, they'll leave 1 stranded on base, and the third out will occur at second. And the Comets take a 1-0 lead on the only hit of the game so far, and now we go to the bottom half of the first. So an entertaining and eventful final play there of the top of the first. Peterson, Boehm, and Bai will be the batters here for the Aces when we return after this. It's 1-0 Fargo post 400 Comets on your Mandy's at FargoND.com scoreboard. We're back in a moment.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well. This is well done. No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger. I don't grill it.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Owen Smith warming up on the mound there for the Comets. Around the bases, you have Max Ammerman catching, Gavin Keller at first. At second base is Jack Bjornsson. At third is Grant Schluchter, and the shortstop is Tyler Frederick. In the outfield, Cameron Bevel in left, Kelvin Jungling in center, and Seth Egan in right. Once again, your leadoff batter here for the Aces is number 4, Graydon Peterson. We'll see Jack Boehm, excuse me, and Ethan By this inning as well. First pitch is high, or check that. Maybe it was the second pitch and I missed the first pitch, but it's at least 1 ball, no strike. Scoreboard in the outfield shows 1-1, so we'll match it. And that's fouled away for strike 2. And it's actually 1-1, is what I was just informed. And that one's a little bit high. Now we're at 2 balls and a strike. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. I'll even up the count. My side of Jim watching from Denver, North Carolina. Here's the 2-2. And that one sent up in the air and going to left field. And backpedaling off the foul pole and over the fence for a solo home run. I have seen a lot of things in baseball. I have not seen that until today. Peterson with a solo home run that he ricochets off the foul pole. The ball was going foul. Hit the foul pole and over the fence, stayed fair as a result, and we're tied up at 1-1.
Next up for the Aces, number 2, Jack Boehm.
There's a strike. Nice pitch there from Owen Smith. Right down the middle with a little bit of heat on that one, and 0-1 as a result. And the 0-1 delivery. He'll go down the middle and get him swinging for a quick 0-2 count. A couple of quick fastballs there from Owen Smith. We'll see where he goes with this third pitch. And he will go down the middle and elevate it a little bit high. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two and 2. And that'll be out number 1. A caught foul tip for strike 3, and I'll bring up, let me pull up my lineup card here. Ethan By.
For the West Fargo Aces, number 23, Ethan By.
So 1 gone, and the pitch is going to miss for a ball. It's 1-0 now here to Ethan By. That puts Oliver Lashowski on deck here for the West Fargo Aces. 1-1 game, one hit per team, and now 2 balls and no strikes here to By. Oh, I think he tried to check a swing, but he knew he went too far. 2-1. Just a hair high. And that'll walk them. So the Aces get their first base runner on, and that brings up Oliver Lashowski.
Third baseman, Oliver Lashowski.
Of course, Oliver's older brother, Charlie, played for West Fargo a couple years ago. So now we get a look at Oliver here on the Aces. The pitch, and this one's going out into shallow right field, and it will drop foul. A little bit too far for either the first baseman or the right fielder to catch up to it, and it'll be 0-1 as a result. The Fargo Post 400 Stars are on the bus heading towards Bozeman, Montana. A big 10.5-hour drive here from West Fargo, and they will have their first game tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. against the Colorado Banana Slugs. Broadcast for that game is pending. We're certainly going to try and get it on. I just need a little bit of communication from people down in Bozeman to help me out. So if we have the watch link on there, if for some reason that game never comes on, it means that we weren't able to get somebody there to get the camera going. Two balls and 2 strikes now here to Laszowski. And that's going to go off the mitt. And that will allow the runner to get to second. And it'll be a full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Ethan Bai up to second. Full count to Laszowski. Cameron Stahl is on deck here for the Aces. 1 away. See if Smith can get out number 2. No, he's going to instead walk number 2. And I'll put 2 runners on for West Fargo and bring up Cameron Stahl.
Cameron Stahl.
Hard hit ball that goes right into the West Fargo dugout. Strike number 1. So the Stars have 1 game at 2:30 or 3:30 Central Time tomorrow. Then they have 1 game at about 8:30 in the morning. There's a base hit into right center field, and rounding third, looking for the lead. He will get it standing. Ethan Bai scores from second base on that base hit. Puts runners on first and second and gives the Aces a 2-1 lead. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And here's Jake Dangerud. So pitcher versus pitcher battle here. With 1 out. Missed for a ball, 1-0. As I was saying before that base hit there to right center, Stars have their next game right around 8 in the morning or 8:30, I forget. And so add an hour to that for the time zone difference. And then they'll have 2 games on Saturday and potentially a game on Sunday. And with a little bit of assistance, we're going to try and get all those games on for you here remotely, as I'll be down in Millbank, South Dakota for the Centennial Classic Baseball Tournament. It's a 4-team double elimination, 6 games over 3 days, 7 if necessary. 3 balls and a strike. Here to Dangerud. And another walk, and the bases are loaded here for the Aces, who have a 2-1 lead with 1 out and looking to do more damage here. And we'll see if Matthew Dick, the second baseman, can provide what West Fargo needs. And that's going to draw the coach and teammates out to the mound here for a visit. Owen Smith started out really well. Couple of fastballs for a strike, earned that first out, and then since then, West Fargo has found the way to get their bats clicking, and they have scored they banged a home run off the foul pole, and they scored another run on an RBI single to right center field to take the 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the first. Now, some of those Stars games may be a delayed broadcast due to the schedule down in Millbank, but we will see what we can do to make sure you're not staying up too late. Matthew Dick, the second baseman, is the batter here for the Aces. And Smith will deliver. And he goes right up to the shortstop, steps on second, fires over to first, and that is a double play. Two-one Aces after one here on your Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. We're back with more in a moment. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
All right, welcome back. 2-1 West Fargo Aces over the Fargo Post 400 Comets here as we move into the top of the second inning at Young Field here in West Fargo. And for the Comets, it is Gavin Keller, the first baseman. 0-1 count here to Keller. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching. Certainly appreciate that. 0-2 as he went after one to the outside and paid the price. And that time he will let that one go to the outside, and Dangerud will be 1-1 on those outside pitch attempts. See if he was going to chase maybe a second time or not. 1 ball and 2 strikes and the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. He maybe went a hair early on that one, and it's a strikeout for Dangerud, his first of the game, and that brings up Tyler Frederick. Inside for a ball. 1-0 as that one pushed Frederick off the plate a little bit there, and Dangerud will lean in and get the signal here from Bame. Nice pitch. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And the 1-1 delivery. And that's strike 2. He caught the outside edge of the plate. Back-to-back great pitches there from Dangerud. Jack Bjornson is on deck here for the Comets. He'll bat next. And that is just over the outstretched glove of the second baseman for West Fargo. And Frederick has himself a base hit.
Base hit for Frederick brings up next for Fargo, number 3, Jack Bjornson.
So Matthew Dick, the first baseman, had he stood an inch taller, he may have snagged that one out of the air. And now Jack Bjornson, the other second baseman in this group of players here, steps into the batter's box. The pitch, and that's going to right field, and it'll drift foul and out of play. So no balls and a strike here to Jack Bjornson. Cameron Bevel is the on-deck batter. If no double plays happen, we might see him this inning. Dangaroo will lean in, get the signal from Boehm. He'll look over at first. He'll wind and deliver the 0-1 here to Bjornson. Boehm pops out, and with his eyes, checks the runner back to first. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bjornson with that blue and pink bat. That's an interesting color combo there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kind of looks like cotton candy almost. And another back pick throw to first. Frederick, the runner, at first there for the Comets. Got there with a single to right field earlier. And now a full count here to Bjornson. Dangaroo looks at Frederick on first and delivers the payoff. And he delivers it low and in for a walk, and now put runners on first and second here for Fargo Post 400. Brings up, I believe, Gavin Keller. Cameron Bevel, excuse me. Dangaroo leans in, looks at second a second time, and delivers the 1-0. Inside, ball 2. And right down the middle, and a strike, 2-1. Dangaroo at 36 pitches. This will be pitch 37. And there's another strike. So he battles back from a 2-0 count to even it up at 2-2. 2 runners on, 1 out. Bevel, the batter. And on deck is Seth Egan. 2-2, swing and a miss, and he got him. That'll be out number 2. That's the second strikeout for Dangaroo, and here comes Seth Egan. So Frederick on second, Bjornsson on first, Seath Egan the batter with 2 outs. Comets trail by a run. They got the tying run in scoring position here. But a base hit is needed. A swing and a miss, strike 1. And Dangerud gets ahead of the count. Dangerud and Boehm will have a few words, meet in the middle, and discuss up a plan here. Egan will dig in. He'll take a look back at second and deliver the 0-1, and a bouncing ball to third, and it's mishandled, and that'll load the bases. One of the books is an error there on the third baseman, Laszewski, and second error of the game here for West Fargo. And now with 2 outs, it's back to the top of the order here. Or I'm sorry, Seath was the top of the order. Now it's Max Ammerman. Tyler Frederick on third, Bjornsson on second, Seath Egan on first, Max Ammerman the batter. Ammerman 0 for 1 in the game so far. And the pitch. And that's going into the gap, but no, the left fielder's going to get there and make the catch, and that will strand all 3 runners on base, and it will keep it a 2-1 game in favor of West Fargo after 1.5. Here on your Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. We're back in a moment.
Sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, as we take a look at the schedule here, that schedule needs to be slid down some. There you go, that's a little bit better look. So, as I mentioned, the Stars have the game at 2:30, so it's 3:30 Central Time. The Astros have a home game against Castleton tomorrow as well, and that will be against the Haymakers. And it says no broadcast, but I think we will have a stream of that one actually. So ignore that note on the schedule there. That was my error. I overlooked that by a little bit here. Going to the bottom of the second now. Don't forget to follow us on X. MSPND TV is where you can find us on X. Ground ball that will sneak by the diving shortstop into left field, and it'll be good for a base hit and a single. So Ashton Wiggestrand will step up to the plate now here for the Aces. A little bit low for a ball. Schluchter at third. Didn't really have a play on that ball, and Frederick's only chance to snag it was the dive, and he came up a little bit short. even at a ball and a strike now, Owen Smith is against Wigestrand. Runner on first is Klinsky. A little high ball, too. Runner will go, throw up to second on a couple bounces, hits the sliding runner and bounces into shallow left field. And he'll get credit for the stolen base, and the pitch came across as a ball, so it's 3 balls and a strike with Klinsky on second. And Wigestrand, the batter. Ahead in the count here, we'll see if Owen Smith can battle back. Up high, and he'll walk him. So that put 2 runners on. Now bring up Graydon Peterson as he steps out of the shadows here. And now we'll have another visit to the mound, and it's the second visit in 2 innings here. Actually, it's the third visit in 2 innings. They had 2 in the first. This is the first one of the second. And it looks like we will have a pitching change. And coming into pitch here for the Comets will be Grant Goddard. So Grant Goddard will get some warm-up tosses. We'll take a break, and we'll be back here. Runners on first and second. West Fargo leads 2-1 on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. We'll be back in just a moment. Here's Goddard takes his warm-up pitches.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. All right, welcome back. Goddard's ready to go. They'll take a look back at second. Wind and deliver. Showing bunt, and the pitch goes into the backstop, and that will allow the runners to advance 90 feet. 2 runners in scoring position now here for West Fargo, and it's 1 ball, no strike to the batter, Graydon Peterson, top of the order once again. Peterson 1 for 1, had a hit last time he was up. And a hard hit ball to third, and did he tag him out at third? No, he did not. So everybody is safe, and Peterson's on with a fielder's choice as a result of that. And Jack Boehm is the batter. No hit for Peterson. He'll go into the books as a fielder's choice. And that one's popped away foul off the first base side. 0-1 the count here to Jack Boehm, the catcher. Sunny and 85 at first pitch. We're still at 85 here in the bottom of the second. 1 ball, 1 strike as Owen Smith gets replaced by Grant Goddard. Oh, and a nice hit ball, center field. On the run, making the catch is Calvin Jungling. And that'll be a sacrifice fly, scoring Klinsky from third. 1 out, 1 run, and a 3-1 lead now here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. Now bring up Ethan By after the sac fly from Jack Bain. Back to second, and that was very close. Wiggestrand safe on second there. Had that throw back to second been a little bit more to the left, it's possible that they would have got Wiggestrand off base. But Bjornsson had to swing his glove around to try and apply the tag. There's a strike on the inside, and we're at 0-1. I believe it's 0-1 to Ethan By. I think that was the first pitch. The 0-1 delivery. And that one's hit into the gap in right center field. That's going to score a run. That will score Wiggestrand. Here he comes around third. And it is now 4-1. Rounding third is Peterson from first base. He will score, and it is 5-1. So it's a 2-run bases clearing double for Ethan By, scoring Wiggestrand and Peterson. And now Lashovsky will be the batter here with his team leading 5-1 in the bottom of the second. Once again, a 9-inning game. We believe the 10-run rule would apply in the 7th if we get to that situation, but unable to confirm at this point. So 5 runs on 4 hits so far here for the West Fargo Aces. That one will pop away from Ammerman and allow Ethan By to go to third. And it'll be ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes here to Lashovsky. Just miss. 3-0. And it'll be a walk. So Lashovsky walked on 4 pitches. Puts runners on the corners. And Cameron Stahl will be the batter here for West Fargo. As Goddard looks at Lashovsky in first, and Stahl fouls that one away for strike number 1. 0-1, 1 out, 2 runners on, first and third, in a 5-1 ball game here in the bottom of the second. And the pitch. And that's a line drive center field, and Jungling will not get to it before it takes a bounce. And that will score Ethan By from third, move Lashovsky from first to third, and it's an RBI single for Stahl to make it 6-1. So runners stay right where they're at, first and third. And now Dangerud, I believe. Yep, Dangerud is the batter. After Ethan By gets the RBI single to, we'll call it right center. And that will just miss for a ball, 1-0. 6-1 lead here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. Runner will go. Throw to second is in time. They got him. And the runner will stay at third. So Stahl caught stealing. Ammerman gave a very quick glance at Laszowski on third to keep him there and was able to throw out Stahl no problem. So that puts 2 outs on the board now. We're at 2 balls and a strike to Dangerud. And that'll miss for ball 3. 3-1. 320 down the left field line where West Fargo banged in their first run off that orange foul pole. 335 down the right field line. 370 to straightaway center here at Young Field. And there's another walk. And now the bases are first and third once again. So I'll bring up second baseman Matthew Dick. We'll have a courtesy runner on first for West Fargo. 11, 18, can't quite see the jersey number. 10, Hudson Hinrich, possibly. Find out if I'm right or not here in a little bit. And right up the middle, ground ball to second, and he'll step on the bag at second for the force out. And that will strand 2 on base and bring us to the third inning of play. After 2 complete here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard, it's the West Fargo Aces 6 and the Fargo Post 400 Comets 1. And we'll return with more in just a moment here on MSPN Digital Television.
When one of us comes up short,
we all come up short.
There's no vape in team.
Think there are only school supplies in your child's backpack? Think again. 5 e-cigarettes were hiding in plain sight. Parents, do your homework.
Learn more about vaping at health.mn.gov/e-cigarettes.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277-1710 or visit them at the offices in West Fargo and Wimbledon. Learn more today at tciteam.com.
All right, welcome back. So Ethan Bai is pitching now. I think he may have come in the second inning, if I'm not mistaken, and I missed it. But the former pitcher, Dangerud, is over on... Oh, no, he has 0 pitches. So he did not pitch in the second inning. So Ethan Bai is the new pitcher. Dangerud, the former pitcher, moves over to first base. And I believe that's all the changes for West Fargo. This one fouled back into your living room for strike 1. Grant Schluchter, the batter. He's 0 for 1 in the game so far here in the top of the third. First 2 innings going by a little bit slowly. We'll see if it speeds up or not. There's a strike, and it's 0-2 now here to Grant Schluchter. And Schluchter will ground out towards Klinsky at short, and a 6-3 ground out for out number 1. So that'll bring up Owen Smith. Hang on a second. Oh, yep, that's right. Grant Goddard came in for Owen Smith. So he's batting in the number 4 spot now. First pitch hit for a strike. So 0-1. swing and a miss, strike 2. So quick 0-2 count here for Ethan By. 4 pitches, and he's thrown 4 strikes so far. And there's his first ball. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one's foul to left field. Had it stayed fair, it'd be a 6-2 ball game. He really put everything in that swing onto that one. Just went a little bit early is all. 2-2. Little high, full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here to Grant Goddard. 1 out, nobody on base in the payoff pitch. Fouled back, we'll do the payoff again. And he'll be walked. So Ethan By issues his first walk here to Grant Goddard after getting the first batter out. Now bring up Calvin Jungling, the center fielder here for the Comets. And that is right into the glove of Matthew Dick. This time it's not over his head, and it will be out number 2. So Jungling with a line drive out, had a base hit first time he was up. And now Gavin Keller will get a chance to keep the inning going here for the Comets. 2 away, runner on first is Grant Goddard. And the pitch. In for a strike. Nice pitch there by Ethan By, 0-1. And this one, he'll golf swing it up and right into the glove of Ethan By. It was, like, if you would have put a tee right in front of home plate, Ethan By would have put that ball right on the tee. And then Keller would swing and pop it up right back to Ethan By. So they'll strand one on base, and we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd, and we'll see if West Fargo can add to their 6-1 lead here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard when we return after this.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
All right, welcome back. All right, the first pitch is out for a ball, 1-0. And the 1-0 delivery. In for a strike. 1-1. This one popped up, and Frederick is there, and coming in is Schluchter, and it's actually Ammerman who's unable to make the catch, so drop for a foul ball, and that'll bring us to a full count here against Klinsky. So third baseman, catcher, and shortstop charging in, and neither of them can make the catch as it falls out of Ammerman's glove, and the payoff pitch will be ball 4. That is the 5th walk issued by the Comets in this game between two different pitchers. And I'll bring up Wiggestrand. And he'll show bunt. Schluchter will come up, and the pick throw back to first. The Twins have played it a run. They're up 1-0 on the Chicago Cubs. That game started about maybe 10 minutes ago. We'll keep you updated on that as we go through this game here. 1 ball, no strike to Ashton Wiggestrand, and the throw up to second will not be made, and Klinsky will earn himself a free stolen base. There's a strike. 2-1. And that's a base hit into center field. 1 bounce, he'll stop Klinsky at third, put runners on the corners. And now a bad throw will allow Klinsky to come in and score. And it is 7-1 in favor of West Fargo, moving Wiggestrand up to second. So tack an error onto the board there for the Comets. Back to the top of the order with Graydon Peterson. And there's a strike. Nice pitch from Goddard. We'll see if he has a few more of those in him. Once again on second is Wiggestrand. Got there on a base hit and then advanced on an error. The only error of the game so far for the Comets. Aces have a pair of errors, but it hasn't hurt them too much up to this point. Runner will go to third. That will go into the backstop as Ammerman was able to reach out and grab it. And it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes with Wiggestrand standing on third base now. Goddard will set, lean in, get the signal from Ammerman. And wind and deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, got him. So that's out number 1. And that will bring up Jack Bain, the catcher.
Your catcher, Jack Bain.
Just a little bit low for a ball. Got it below the knees there of Jack Bain. See if Goddard comes back with a strike here. And he does. Evens up the count at a ball and a strike, 1-1. And another one into the backstop here. And that's going to allow Wigginstrand to score, and West Fargo takes an 8-1 advantage now. And it makes the count 2 balls and a strike. Trying to pay attention to where Ammerman sets up after, because it seems like he should have been able to snag that one going wide, but, and this one will hit the gap in left center. One bounce picked up there by Cameron Bevel, and then he lost it. We'll see if they go a hit or error on that one. As I looked down for a split second, did not quite see why Cameron Bevel did not hang on to that one. And they will indeed charge an error. So runners on first and second now, or check that. Runner on second only. And this one's going to right field, and charging in is Seth Egan, and he cannot get to it. That'll be a base hit. That will possibly score Jack Bain. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it takes a bounce over Ammerman's glove, and sliding in head first is Bain to give the Aces a 9-1 lead. So Ethan Bai takes over on second base, and now Oliver Lashowski will have a chance to keep things clicking here for West Fargo. And that pitch will miss for a ball, 1-0. A little bit high, 2 balls and no strikes. So Aaron on those last 2 pitches setting up for what would suggest a fastball down the middle, and now Goddard will take a moment to retie his shoe. 2 balls and no strikes. Runner on second is Ethan Bai. West Fargo with a comfortable 9-1 lead here. We're in the bottom of the third. Back to action now, and the 2-0 delivery. Outside ball 3. And he'll walk him. So now runners on first and second as the inning continues here for West Fargo, and it will be paused for a moment as here comes the coach for the Comets up to the mound, and everybody will. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. Yep, we are. It appears Seth Egan is going to come in from right field to pitch. So we'll let the changes happen, let Egan warm up, and come back with more in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Mandy's of Fargo ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
It's payback time. Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you?
It's not fun being the target of rude behavior. Sports has many traditions, but bad sportsmanship isn't one of them. This message brought to you by MSPN Digital Television.
All right, so Seth Egan moves out to right field, Seth Egan moves in from right field to the mound, and moving out to right field is the previous pitcher, Grant Goddard. So it's a straight flip from right field and pitcher. Twins scored a couple more runs during the commercial break. They now have a 3-0 lead over the Chicago Cubs. Keep you updated on that game as we go through this one here. This is a single non-conference 9-inning game. And right now, West Fargo Aces have a 9-1 lead. They scored 2 in the first, 4 in the second, 3 so far here in the third, and we'll see if Seth Egan can stop it at 3. Runners on first and second. Ethan By on second, Oliver Lashowski on first, and it's Cameron Stahl, the batter. First one's up high over his head, and Ammerman able to keep that one in his glove. 1 ball, no strike. And another one high over his head, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Stahl getting some ducking practice here in this game. I'm not sure how that helps moving forward, but 2 balls and no strikes. Runner goes to third, and they will let him go, and both runners steal their respective bases, and the pitch comes across for a strike. It's 2-1. So now a base hit could do some more damage here. And now he won't get a base hit, but he will get hit by a pitch.
For the Aces, number 12, Jake Dangerud.
Jake Dangerud, the batter now. 9-1 Aces with 1 out, bases loaded. And they'll call that a strike. And it's 0-1. And that'll be fouled away for strike 2. Dangerud 0 for 0. Reached base on an error last time he was up. One ball and 2 strikes here from Seth Egan. And that's blasted into right field, and that will drop inside the foul line for a base hit. It will score Ethan By. It will score Oliver Laszowski, and they will put on the brakes at third for Jake Dangerud. It also scored Cameron Stahl, so 3-run score on that 3-run triple to right field for Dangerud. And it's now 12-1 on the Van Diesel FargoND.com scoreboard. By Laszowski and Stahl score, and a 3-run triple for Dangerud to right field. And now he stands 87 feet away from home plate. High up out in ball 1. Matthew Dick is the batter. And this one is a base hit into left center field. 2 bounces, and it's mishandled by Cameron Bevel. It's another error, and that will score Dangerud. And it is 13-1 as West Fargo continues to add to their mountainous lead.
Now play for the Aces, number 6 shortstop, Callan Klinsky.
So a hit there for Matthew Dick. He'll get credit for a single. He'll advance to second on the error. And now it's Klinsky, the batter. And the common theme here is runners in scoring position as that one goes to left field and drops fair. And rounding third is Matthew Dick. Klinsky into second, and he will get an RBI double. It's 14-1 West Fargo.
That brings up for the Aces, number 9, Ashton Wigestrand.
So West Fargo just trading runners on second here over the last 3 or 4 batters, and it's Wigestrand now. Wigestrand will hold back on the swing there as it comes a little bit too close inside, but inside enough for a ball. 1-0 here for Wigestrand. And Wigestrand with a bouncing ball towards Frederick, the shortstop. And on a bounce, he gets it over to first in time. That holds Klinsky at second. Now there's 2 outs.
Now play for the Aces, number 4 left fielder, Braden Peterson.
So Klinsky unable to advance on a nice play by Frederick at short as he looked Klinsky back to second as he was completing the 6-3 ground out over to first. 1 ball, no strike. 14 runs on 11 hits here for West Fargo. Make that 2 balls and no strikes. So far, 8 of the 14 runs scored here in this inning, and there's still a man in scoring position. Inside ball 3. So we'll see if he can cash in the free strike here on the 3-0 count, or if he potentially walks Peterson. Peterson, that means we're back to the top of the order. I'm not sure how many batters they batted this inning, and it's been a lot, though. I think this is batter 12, if I'm not mistaken, of the inning. And that'll be a walk, and another base runner is on. And that'll bring up the catcher, Jack Bain.
Coming to the plate for the Aces, number 2, the catcher, Jack Bain.
And Bain will pop this one up, and it will drift out of play. Strike 1.
Please remember to turn all foul balls to concession stands for a reward.
So they keep doubling their previous inning. They scored 2, then they doubled that and scored 4. Now they've doubled that and scored 8. We'll see if they score 16 in the next inning or not. That would, if the pattern continues. One ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Can Seth Egan end this inning here on this pitch? He'll take a look back at second. He'll wind 1-2 on the way, and a ground ball towards short. Frederick bobbles it, and everybody's going to be safe. And it's another error, and the bases are loaded.
Next to the aces, number 23, Ethan Bai.
So Ethan Bai will be the next batter here, and Bai is perfect so far. He's 2 for 2. It feels like he's been up. He scored a run earlier in this inning. And it feels like it might be his 3rd time at bat in this inning. It just feels that way. I don't think that's the case, but. Tip caught for a strike. 0-1. Or 1-1, excuse me. Klinsky on third, Peterson on second, Boehm on first. Pitch outside for a 2-1 count here from Seth Egan. 24, the next pitch will be pitch 25 already here for Seth Egan, who came in at the start of the bottom of the or actually not at the start, but about 1 out ago. (3-1). And he walks him. A bases loaded walk will make it 15-1 as Klinsky will come in to score from third.
Now back for the aces, number 11, third baseman, Oliver Lashovsky.
And Lashovsky, 0 for 0, reached on an error last time. He was also walked in this game. Lashovsky, ground ball towards Frederick, and he bobbles it again, and everybody is safe once again. And 1 run will score, and here comes the 2nd run on another error, and runners on the corners. And it is now 17-1 in favor of West Fargo.
For the aces, number 24, Cameron Stahl.
Frederick having issues at shortstop, being able to glove these ground balls off the field here at Young Turf. Off the turf here at Young Field. Wow. I've only had water today, I promise. No balls and 1 strike on a swing and a miss there. I believe it's Stahl. Yep, it's Stahl. Ten runs scored in this inning. Oh, wait, no, 11 runs scored in this inning now. This is the 16th batter of the inning here for West Fargo. And that one's going foul, and we'll go to 0-2. And we'll see if Egan can end this inning on this pitch or not. Or if we'll get the batter 17. Ball 1. No sympathy strike there. And that one's hit to right field, and it's going to drift foul, and he will not get to it. It'll go out of play. So Grant Goddard unable to make a play on that to end the inning, and the inning will momentarily continue here for the Aces. Outside for a ball, 2-2. It all started with a home run ricocheted off the foul pole, 320 feet into left field. And now it's a full count here to Cameron Stahl with runners on the corners. And a hard hit ball to third, and it sneaks by Schluchter, and that'll be a base hit in the left field. That will score Henrich from third, and it's 18-1.
For the Aces, number 12, Jake Dangerud.
So the original starting pitcher becomes the 17th batter of the inning here for West Fargo. Runners on first and second, and the pitch misses for a ball. And on we go here in the bottom of the third. And there's a strike. That was probably a ball 14 runs ago. And ball 2 is the call here. 2-1 now here to Jake Dangerud. Matthew Dick is the schedule, and as I look over, it is him. And that one will get through, and the runners will just not go to the next base. They will take the challenge of having to go an extra 90 feet. (3-1). And this has popped up, and can Frederick redeem himself? It won't go to his glove. It'll go to Cameron Bevel instead. They strand 2 on base. Let's see if I can sort this out here. 12 runs? Yes, 12 runs on 9 hits and 12 runs on 9 hits on 4 errors, and they leave 2 on base. There we go. We'll go to the top of the 4th when we return after this. Stay tuned.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burnt.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
One hour, 29 minutes into the ball game, and we're heading to the top of the 4th here as the West Fargo Aces have a comfortable 18-1 lead over the Comets here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. Scoring 12 runs on 9 hits and 4 errors, I think, or if I counted that up right, in the bottom half of the 3rd. And now Ethan By comes out and delivers strike 1 on the first pitch to Tyler Frederick, the shortstop. And now ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. We'll see if the Comets have a rally in them or not. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now time is called. And now we'll reset and get back to action here. Swing and a miss on a pitch high and in. That would have been ball 2. And it's just not the Comets' day. And a bouncing ball to third, and they'll fire it over, and that's a 5-3 ground out. So 1 gone here in the top of the 4th. I suspect we'll see some changes to the West Fargo lineup here heading into the bottom of the 4th. We've already seen a couple changes. Looking around, looks like I think we have a new center fielder. It might be Wickham for West Fargo, but everybody else looks familiar. 1-0 and caught the tip of the bat. 1 ball, 1 strike now here to Jack Bjornsson, I think. Yes. Yep, it is. Inside for ball 2. Bouncing ball to third. 2 hops. Lashowski picks it up, fires it over, and there's out number 2. On the bright side for the Comets, it's a non-conference game. If it was a conference game, this one would hurt a little bit. Not only do you take the loss, but you take a significant downfall in runs allowed, which is one of the tiebreakers in the event that you tie with one of the teams with a win-loss record. Here's the 1-0. And the pitch will miss for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Pop up to shallow left center, and it's caught for the 3rd out. So a quick 1-2-3 top of the 4th. We'll see how long the bottom of the 4th goes when we return after this. Stay tuned.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Yeah, I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right, welcome back. There you see the score on our Mandy's at FargoND.com scoreboard. These two teams played back on July 2nd, so just a little over a week ago. And the Aces won both games over the Comets. 5-1 and 7-2 were the final score. Aces had a game against Perham and won 8-7 coming in today's non-conference game against the Comets. And then they will have a cross-young field rivalry matchup with the West Fargo Vets on the 11th. And then that's game 1 of 2 for them, as they will take on the Bismarck Reps about 5 hours later at 8 o'clock. So they have a 3 o'clock game and an 8 o'clock game on the 11th in 2 days from now. Post 400 Astros are in action tomorrow at Starion Bank Field. And the Stars are in Bozeman, Montana. They have a 2:30/3:30 Central game against the Colorado Banana Slugs. An interesting name for a team, but they are, last time I looked, they were 15-4. They won the Denver World Series, and they also won the summer kickoff tournament down in Colorado. So they're a pretty good team. It won't be an easy game for the Stars. Not that any game is considered easy. Some may argue here watching the first 3 innings of this game, but and you may have a valid argument, but 18 runs on 11 hits on 7 Comets errors for West Fargo so far up to this point. As that pitch comes across for a ball, it's 1-0. For the 10 of you no longer watching, I hope you have a good rest of the day. And for those who have stayed tuned in, thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Give the videos a thumbs up if you'd be so kind to do so. That helps us out a little bit. And a base hit into left field. And that will move the runners to first and second.
Now to play for the Aces, number 7, center fielder, Mason Wickham.
Mason Wickham, the batter. High for a ball, 1-0.
Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have half-price burgers and dogs at the concessions. Please make your way. At the concessions, half-price burgers and dogs. Now hitting for the Aces, number 4, Graydon Peterson.
Graydon Peterson, the batter, swing and a miss, strike 1. Once again, the bases are loaded here with nobody out for West Fargo. They put 17 batters at the plate in the bottom of the third, scoring 12 runs, 3 outs for 15, and left 2 stranded on base for 16 and 17. One ball and 2 strikes now here to Wickham. I think it's Wickham. Maybe I double check the jersey number here. Nope. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. He'll make the catch, tagging on third, and he will score. It's a sac fly, puts 1 out on the board and puts 1 run across the plate. And it's now 19-1. as Jack Boehm steps up to the plate. Ground ball to third. It stays fair. He'll step on the bag to get the force out at third. Now put him on with a fielder's choice and open up third base. So runners on first and second now with 2 outs. And now Ethan Bai, who's 3 for 3 in this game, steps up to the plate, or 3 for 4 actually. And now a ground ball towards, he's not going to get it there in time. I think that's an infield hit. Yeah, it's got to, well, yeah, we'll be kind and say it's a hit. He didn't bobble it. He securely fielded the ball, so he just pump faked, and then by the time he threw it, it was too late. So it'll go into the books as a base hit, I think. And that one will be low for a ball. And that was ball 2. So 19 runs on 13 hits on 7 Comets errors. They've left 4 stranded on base here through 3 innings of work so far. That one will bounce away. Everybody will stay where they're at. Ball 3. And now you got a 3-0 count with the bases loaded. And we'll see if he can cash in his free strike coupon here. Nope, he cannot. He left it a little bit high, and that will score run number 20 here for the Aces.
Coming to the plate for the Aces, number 24, Cameron Stahl.
Cameron Bevel is pitching, by the way. I forgot to mention that when we came back from the commercial break. And that one doesn't make it to the plate. They'll even up the count at a ball and a strike. So you take away the first 3 innings of play here, and the Comets have played pretty well. Like I said, they had a good first inning, and that's about all they've had in this game. And this one's a high fly ball, infield fly, and it looks like Bevel might have it, and he does. And that is out number 3. And they strand 3 on base, and they get through an inning only allowing 2 runs like they did in the first. So we would now go to the, where are we at now? The top of the 5th. And your score on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. West Fargo Aces 20, and the Fargo Post 400 Comets 1. We'll take a break and be back in a moment here on MSPN Digital Television. Stay tuned.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers, and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily, and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
All right, so we got a handful of changes here that we'll go through, as Seth Egan is the batter here for the Comets. Trayton Bartels is your new pitcher here for West Fargo. Let's see. We'll just go around the bases. So, well, let's see here. Yeah, it looks like there's two changes that I can spot with my eyes here. 1-1 the count. So Bartels is pitching, and you got Boehm catching still. Dangerud at first, Dick at second, Klinsky the shortstop, and I believe Henrich is the new third baseman. Graydon Peterson left, Wickman in center, and Cameron Stahl in right. 3-1 the count now here to Seth Egan. 0 for 2. Swing and a miss for strike 2 and a full count here. Once again, this is we're going to find out together if they call this early, say like 10 after 7. I would presume that would be, I presume this is no longer a 9-inning game. Let's just put it that way. They'll foul it away, and we'll stay tight at 3-2, which is probably a good thing for everybody, not just me, not just the Comets, but everybody will get to go home late tonight because we're already at the 2-hour mark of this ball game almost. We're about 10 minutes shy, and we're only in the 5th inning. 1 hour and 50 minutes, according to my clock here. Here's a strike. And strike 2. And strike 3. So that puts out 1 on the board.
Now batting number 34, Josh Tandesky.
So Tucker Cozen strikes out. Here's Josh Tandesky, and he'll the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Runner on first is Seth Egan. Inside ball 2. Three balls and no strikes now here. Bartels falls behind Tandesky in the count. that'll be ball 4. And now we'll walk Tandeschi. We'll see who they bring to the plate this time. Looks like Grant Goddard.
Now batting for Fargo, number 14, Grant Goddard.
So we'll see with 2 runners on if Grant Goddard can get a base hit and get the Comets back into this game here. It's been a rough afternoon for the Comets. That one bounces off the plate, and Egan will move to third, and Tandeschi up to second. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A base hit could make it 20-3. We'll see if Goddard can get that base hit. Ball 2. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now here to Grant Goddard. Calvin Jungling is on deck here for the Comets. Full count, 3-2. And the payoff pitch, fouled away. I think that went off the left shoe of catcher Jack Boehm. And stand up and walk that one off a little bit here. We'll do the payoff pitch a second time here from Bartels. Jungling, kind enough to toss a ball back to our home plate umpire here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and third. First base open. Bartels will set, look back at second, deliver payoff pitch number 2, and swing and a miss, and it's strike out number 2, and here comes Calvin Jungling.
Batting next for Pulse 400, we have number 9, Calvin Jungling.
Outside for a ball, 1-0. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Marvin Windows and DMN Industries, along with Sweet Shots, TCI Insurance, Mandy's of Fargo ND, FM Convention and Visitors Bureau, as a strike is delivered there. Also, Doolittle Wood Fire Grill, Buffalo Wild Wings, Frank's Lounge, and Vic's Lounge. Appreciate all their support for making Post 400 baseball possible here this 2025 summer season. 1 ball and 2 strikes now here to Calvin Jungling. All the Comets need is a base hit. And this will be a ground ball out towards Klinsky, and actually picked up by Henrich, the third baseman, and they'll strand both those runners on base, and it'll remain 20-1 here as we go to the bottom of the 5th, maybe. We'll find out here if that's, they're going to call it, I think. Yep, they're going to call it. It'll be a final score. So our 9-inning game turns into a 5-inning game here, and that'll be your final score. The Aces, 20 runs on 13 hits on 7 Comets errors, and leave 7 on base. The Comets, 1 run on 2 hits on 2 Aces errors, and they also leave 7 on base. Don't forget, you can find us on online on our YouTube channel, which you're obviously watching right now. Broadcast schedule pinned to the top of our X page at MSPN DTV. And as we take a look at the upcoming schedule here, so the Astros are in action tomorrow against the Castleton Haymakers. That starts at 5:30 with the doubleheader, so that should give us enough time to sneak the Stars game in if we have somebody to help us out with camera in Bozeman, Montana. But either way, we'll give you updates on that game if we can't bring it to you live. And then let's see, the Astros travel to East Grand Forks on the 11th. The Stars have their second game on the 11th. The 100th anniversary Legion tournament in Millbank, South Dakota kicks off on the 11th with two games. And the Comets will play in the Essentia Health tournament that also starts on July 11th. Their first game against the Castleton Haymakers, and then their second game against the Wayzata Blue team. And then the Essentia Health, the 100th anniversary, and the Bozeman Invite continue on July 12th. They continue on July 13th, and then the Stars will make a stop for I believe it's a single game against the Mandan Chiefs before they head up to Minot to take on the Vistas in conference doubleheader action on the 15th. While the Comets are at home against the Fargo Post 2 Jets on the 15th, and Tom, you will have the broadcast of the Comets Post 2 Jets game while I'm in Minot, bringing you the broadcast of the Vistas and the Stars. And then the Astros and the Bismarck Senators will have a doubleheader. I think it's a doubleheader anyway on July 16th. And then July 17th, the Comets will travel to Jamestown. On July 18th, the Astros have a doubleheader that starts at 1 o'clock at Starry and Bank Field against Jamestown. And then as soon as that doubleheader finishes up, the Stars will have a doubleheader against Fargo Post 2. And then sandwiched in the middle of that is a road game for the Comets in Jamestown, 5 p.m. doubleheader. So the Post 400 will have 6 games total, 4 at home, 2 on the road on July 18th. July 19th, the Stars have a single game, a 9-inning game against the Moorhead Blues, and then the regular season wraps up on July 21st when the Stars take on the Jamestown Eagles. And then we get into tournament action. East Region and the State Juniors start on the 23rd of July, and then I believe it is just a couple days after that, on maybe the 28th or 29th, that the State AA Legion will kick off at the field up in Williston. And then, of course, the Central Plains Regional down at Starry and Bank Field will wrap up our coverage of the Stars this summer here. Once again, your final score in this one is the West Fargo Aces 20 and the Fargo Post 400 Comets 1 in 5 innings of play. All right, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Hopefully from Bozeman, but definitely from Starry and Bank Field for the Astros game here on MSPN Digital Television.
The proceeding has been a copyrighted presentation of MSPN Digital Television. Follow us online by searching MSPN DTV on YouTube and X to find broadcast schedules, on-demand broadcasts, and more. Thanks for watching MSPN Digital Television.